Today we're talking about why you should collect pottery. I used to go to a lot of art museums when I was in college and I could get in for free. And I remember often walking around those big cavernous spaces and seeing the paintings on the walls or the sculptural installations or whatever it was, and being like, man, I love this stuff, but I am one of very few people that actually likes to engage with modern art or fine art and explore what's going on in these works. It's a small minority, and it happens in my life every few months. And since then it's happened like every decade or every few years. And I compare that with the amount of FaceTime that I get with this coffee mug. This is made by Lucas McCain. It's got coffee in it, so I have to be careful. But Lucas formed this, and then Paul McCoy, who's a potter, probably the most famous potter here in Waco, in town, he fired it. It's a wood-fired piece that he fired. And I have spent 200, 300 uses of this where I'm using it all day during my work. I've spent so much time with this piece. I love the texture. I love where the ash blasted up against this piece here and formed all these amazing textures. And I can't even show you the inside here, but it's a world of mystery in my hands, touching my lips every day. Every morning, one of these is in my hand as I read, as I journal, as I pray. And the ceramic artist has a lot of influence over their audience. So that's one reason why I love collecting pottery. Another reason why I love collecting pottery is it's actually accessible to me. Like if you were to buy one of the best paintings, one of the paintings from maybe one of the premier painters in America, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not sure how much. What was that Banksy? The Banksy that fell and shredded. How much did that sell for? I think it was millions. I don't know. But this is crazy that I could never afford something like that. But here, I have Tom Coleman, who's one of the best of the best. I think I got this for $80, maybe $100. This is Matt Long, one of my heroes since I was in college. I love Matt Long stuff. Also under $100, this is a young lady out at Homestead Heritage nearby here who's been doing pottery since she was like 7. She's awesome. Haley's her name. This is Ryan McCurley, who's down in Austin. He's down in Austin, who's awesome. I mean, look at that water carving. And this is David Hadley, I think is his name. He's about 2 hours east of here. He wood fires out in the sticks, and he's awesome. And then this guy, Benner, was one of the original artists that started Texas Clay Fest, I believe. I haven't met him, but I bought this from his wife down at Texas Clay Fest. And what I love about this stuff is I can learn from the best. I can own pieces from the best of the best. It's not. You can get something from just about any ceramic artist for under 300 bucks. Now, sure, they have stuff that's priced more than that, and that's a little bit bigger. But in general, it's a art that's accessible to the common man. So Lucas calls pottery the blue-collar fine art. You know, it's kind of like the humble form of fine art, which I like that. That feels like it fits. Now, I brought up another point. So this is Ryan McCurley. This is his water carving technique, which I'd love to either show you or better yet have him show you. But I can learn from his techniques by handling this cup. I can actually learn a lot more than I can from a YouTube video, from touching and experiencing and drinking out of his vessel here. You know, this is made from local ash. I think it was near Mesquite, but it was local volcanic ash that he used in this glaze. He's just an amazing man, and he makes this himself here, local materials, and I can learn so much about how Benner applies these underglazes. This is a single fired work. He did it once. He took a gamble, and all those textures are just ones he sprays on there, and it's just like a little landscape. Anyhow, by owning and handling these, you can learn so much. I learned how to do handles even from Simon Leach, who I had one of his pieces. It's been since thrown off the table by my son, but I learned how to do his handles before it met its demise. And then Lucas, I learned how to do his handles too, from handling his pots and working with him a little bit. So, I mean, look at that slip work. Look at that slip trailing work from Tom Coleman. Can you, I mean, I mean, come on. This is just a thing of beauty, and it just feels so awesome in your hand. By handling it, I learned so much more about the piece. Look at that little bink with the seashell that he did there. Stinking awesome. And lastly, the reason I love collecting pottery is it connects me to people. It connects me to Haley. It connects me to Ryan McCurley when he came to our studio here in town, and I got to meet him and work with him a little bit. It connects me to David Hadley when we were at Texas Clay Fest, and he was telling me about firing his wood kiln with old pallets, not with wood that they chop, but with pallets from a factory nearby. And this is just the America portion. I collected for 15 years in Asia before we moved back to the States, and that's coming over in a shipment, which I'll be showing you soon here. But it connects me to people. Dr. Shamsu, Bradzi in Langkawi, Dr. Awanko in Borneo, I mean, Dr. Poniman in Java. Like, owning their pieces connects me to them in a way that, you know, it's like a little memory in my hand. So anyhow, these are why I think you should collect ceramic pieces. Even if you're just getting started in your ceramic journey, it will help you to grow as you learn from, experience, and enjoy these works of art in your hand and at your lips. All right, thanks for watching. I'm MJ Perry. Keep learning.